How wonderful it is to be together. We continue welcoming each other at Shabbat on page 24 with the words of Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoret, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem L'Shalom, Malachem L'Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barhuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom L'Kulam. Welcome, I am Rabbi Daniel. I am joined by Ira. We welcome you tonight. We begin all the way back on page 2 with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. And I understand that tonight's Oneg is a special honor for the return of our twirlers. And yet I only see one twirler here at the moment. Well, is there anyone that has never lit Shabbat candles here at TKE? No one? Would anyone like to? First come, first serve. Laura, come on down. Thank you.
There you go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
On page 20 and 21, as we join together in the words of Lahadodi. Together, as usual, we will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and at the beginning of verse 9, we will invite you to rise and turn and face the entrance.
Lahadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lahadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lahadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lahadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Zachor v'nimor echad, Yishmi'anu el Amichad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, Hashem Tiferet v'Nehila. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Ifrat Shabbat lehumenecha, Hihimechor habaracha, Verosh mikedem nesucha, Sucha Hashem v'makematila. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Oriri, Hila Oren, Humi Uri, Shirna Mary, Adonai Elias Mila. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Mori v'shalom v'yerhala, Kameshimcha u'shalom, Tohemu le'am shigula, Mori kala, Mori kala. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi lekakala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. We continue on the very next page with the words of Psalm. Try that again. We continue on the very next page with the words of Psalm 92, a psalm written for this very day, a song written for Shabbat. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat, Torah la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat, Torah la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. L'hagid b'boker ha'ashtachah, ve'emunah Jehova le'lo. Oleh Hashem va'oleh novel, Oleh hikayon mehino. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat, Torah la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat, Torah la'Adonai, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon, U'zamer l'shimcha elyon. I forgot to do it earlier, so I'm going to welcome and say hello to everyone joining us online. We wish we could see you, but we welcome you as a part of us. So we continue on page 26, as we make the separation from Kabbalat Shabbat into the main part of our service, and on page 26, I invite you to rise if you are able for the Reader's Kaddish. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabbah v'amad yirachute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechanu v'yom echad u'chayedecho be'Yisrael b'gala b'gala u'v'zman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Me'omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach V'Shabbat, Yitbarach V'Ramah V'Naseh, V'Tadar V'Aleh V'Talal, Shemini K'Shav Rehu, Le'elam V'Kol B'Chata V'Shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran me'alma v'miru amen. We continue standing on page 28 as we welcome the Baruch Hu.
Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Lie, 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 lie,
Please be seated. Please join me in the English at the bottom of page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in the heavenly courses according to plan. You are the creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aramim. Please join me at the bottom of page 32. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Israel. I invite you to close your eyes and open your ears and listen to the juxtaposition of your own voice alongside the voice of the community as we join together in the words of Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
We join together in the chanting of words of Torah on page 36 from the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam v'shivtecha b'mitecha u'flechtecha b'derech u'shoftecha u'tumecha u'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'b'yisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Together on page 40, we join together in our song of freedom, our song of redemption, Mi Ha-Maha. On page 42, we come to the words of Hashkivenu. Something we say only at night when we pray, we hope, we wish for a Shabbat Shalom. So that when we lie down tonight, we have that safe and peaceful protection. Tonight, I'm going to be singing a melody from the very well-known Jewish musician, Dan Nichols. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu v'shalom, v'ha'amidenu shomreinu v'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu v'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu v'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu v'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu v'chaim. I'm just curious, how many people in the room had heard that before? About 50-50. Okay, good to know. You may notice that Rabbi Foster and I are beginning to introduce new music, which we like. So, I imagine that you'll hear that again fairly soon. So we continue with what I know is an absolute crowd favorite. That is Vishamru. A reminder that we are meant to keep, to guard Shabbat, to do something different on this day than any other day of the week. So together, get your arms and legs and whole body ready for Vishamru. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. B'nei Yisrael, b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. U'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Tasut et ha-Shabbat leinu tamarin olam. Well done. we're coming to the Amidah, our standing prayer. And so, on page 46, in a moment I'm going to invite you to rise. We will do the first three blessings together, and then we're going to have an opportunity for silent prayer. To offer the words on the page, or the words in your mouth, the words in your heart. Whenever you are ready to continue, I invite you to be seated, to let everyone else know when we're ready to join together. And so, on page 46, I invite you to rise if you are able. we've come to a moment in our service when we think about our loved ones, our friends and family members of our community who are in need of a flash lema, a complete healing. Healing of the spirit, of the mind, of the body, from depression and loneliness to addiction. Tonight, our Misha Merach list includes Harvey Adowski, Sherry Alexander, Gary Atkins, Richard Barker, Betty Berlin, Donna Benz, Lynn Birmingham, Bruce Cohen, Isidore Cohen, Nicholas Catrone, Mary Davis, Stephen Despens, Mitch Earl, Terry Ehrlich, Glenn Fine, Aaron and Roz Feingold, Laura Florence, Margaret Vogel, Bobby Fredrickson, Lauren Friedman, Max Gans, Nancy Gay, Margie Glazer, Tom Morgan, Rick Hack, George Campbell Hamilton, Frederick Herman, Brandon Hink, Jack Inchowitz, David Jacobs, Laura Jacoby, Maria Javier, John Jenkins, Linda Jenkins, Shannon Jenkins, Layla Kaminer, Jackie Tapstein, Michelle Frankel, Sylvia Cook, Cindy Levine, Kim Levy, Marcia Levy, Brenda Lewis, Dorothy London, Liz Ryman, Lisa Macklin, Robert Max, Larry M. Melnick, Paul Melnick, Esther Mitchell, Noel Morrow, Greg Mosher, Simone Neiman, Arthur Newman, Jacob Newman, Joyce Newman, Ray Phillips, Lynn Pleasant, Kathy Rasnick, Marjorie Rose, Deborah Rohan, Norman Rosenblatt, Moore and baby Carl Rosenblatt, Sherry Rosenblum, Mary Savage, Lisa Schaefer, Bratton Schneider, David Schwartz, Lee Sexton, Nancy Charlotte, Randy Shapiro, Gail Siegel, Connor Silk, Nicole Aronson Silverman, Debbie Singerman, David Stolney, Arthur Slitza, Randy Sutsky, Todd Schrader, Brenda Rodner, Dr. John Sid Williams, Dr. Walter Wolf, Faye Yeager, Jordan Mayor Benyitzak, and Paul Zale. If you have other names that you were thinking of tonight, or if you need to correct my pronunciation, I invite you to share their names as my hand passes through the community. We keep all of these names in our minds and hearts as together we join on page 253 in the words of Jamie Friedman's Misha Merach. Tonight, as is our custom, we welcome anyone who is celebrating an anniversary this month to join me at the front of the synagogue, the sanctuary, and share who you are and how many years you've been married. So come on down. No comment. All right.
Hello, I'm Arlene Mix. Frank is volunteering for Family Promise, doing a mitzvah, and that's why he's not here. 32 years and counting.
Awesome time.
Deborah and Richard Brenner, we've been married 40 years.
Awesome time. Congratulations to you both. And of course, with any of these simchas, we join together in the words of Simon Tov for Mazel Tov. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov. Yehelanu, 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 U'Beho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, U'Beho Yisrael. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov. Yehelanu. Mazel Tov, thank you for joining us tonight and allowing us to celebrate with you. One of my favorite parts of that melody is that we spend more time saying on us and all Israel than actually on the people that we're celebrating. Now, it really is a community simcha. I love that. A year ago today, I shared a video on Facebook. It was a highlight reel of sorts. It recorded the development of a little girl named Tashi, a child of 5 or maybe 6 years old, learning to skateboard. Halfway through the short video, as Tashi prepares to drop into a skate park, her mom asks her a question. She asks, if we're scared, we what? In response, this little girl looks at the camera, smiles, and utters 3 magic words with a confidence that can only come from the combination of repetition and the absolute belief in their truth. Tashi affirms, do it scared. I love those 3 words. I love this quote. I like quotes generally. I have a multi-page Google Doc of quotes that I've collected since college. Do it scared absolutely made the list. Lately, I've been collecting quotes on fear. There's the classic FDR, the only thing to fear is fear itself. There's also the well-known line from the sci-fi classic Dune. I must not fear. Fear is a mind killer. Fear is a little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. When the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. In contrast, we have a line from the recent Living Welcome people. Don't be shy. It's all right if you feel a little trepidation. Sometimes these things don't need explanation. In season 2 of the Star Trek The Next Generation follow-up, Picard, we get fear is fear. It doesn't speak in riddles. Fear means you're smart. You understand the risks. And in the most recent Star Wars show, The Acolyte, we get fear should not make this decision. You should. And I cannot forget the famous teaching from Rabbi Nachman of Vaslov. Kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tsar me'od, v'ha'ikar lo lefahad klal. A poster with those very words hangs across from the religious office right now. Everyone, it seems, knows the meaning, gleaned from the popular camp song, "The whole world is a very narrow bridge." The most important part is not to be afraid. Except, that's not what Rabbi Nachman of Vaslov said. He really said, "Mahayikar shelo vitfachen klal." Close, but different. The essential thing is to not completely frighten yourself. Not to let yourself be paralyzed by fear. In other words, Rabbi Nachman did not want us to let our fears stop us from moving forward. Rabbi Nachman wasn't telling us to feel no fear. Instead, he meant, if you're scared, do it scared. Rabbi Nachman's famous line is not the only Jewish teaching on fear. In the book of Proverbs, we find chapter 12, verse 25. If there is worry in someone's mind, let them crush it. In the Talmud, one rabbi, Rabbi Ami, interprets this to mean that one should forcibly push fear and anxiety out of their mind. A second rabbi, Rabbi Asi, disagrees. Rabbi Asi teaches that one should share their fears with others. Many of us, too many, are afraid to name our fears, to admit our fears, to share them with each other. We convince ourselves that by keeping them locked inside, we won't have to face them. We try to keep them contained, but with every rejection they grow stronger. We try to stamp it down, to dismiss it, to excise it from us. But it grows nonetheless. This is a lesson of recovery. Be it fear or addiction, we cannot simply will it out of existence. We must, as Tashi says, do it scared. This is a powerful mantra, but that's not the complete story. Why can Tashi, the 6-year-old girl, do what so many others can't? What empowers her strength and conviction? Her family, her community, her precautions. I didn't mention it earlier, but in every single shot of the video, Tashi is decked out in protective wear. She's got the helmet, the knee pads, the elbow pads, the wrist guards. Her parents are never more than a few feet away, ready to jump in at a moment's notice. And perhaps most of all, Tashi's parents have taught her to acknowledge, name, and face her fears. Whether they know it or not, they are following the teaching of Rabbi Asi. When Tashi feels afraid, she knows she can share it without the additional fear of judgment or reprisal. The Rowley household, that's Tashi's last name, Rowley, is a safe space. Tashi's family empowers her to face her fears and to get scared. The world around us can be a scary place. I hope that when we feel afraid, feel concerned, or feeling worried, that this synagogue community is and always will be a safe space to share our fears. And I hope that the traditions and teachings of Judaism empower each of us to face the world with confidence every day. Not an absence of fear, but the strength to do it scared. Shabbat Shalom. We prepare to conclude our service on page 282. Let me confirm that's the actual page. Yep, I was right. So now, on page 282, I invite you to stand in body or in spirit for the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekedu lo lioter breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adamah, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'kol aleinu k'kol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlochim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar, v'hayo Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yiyeh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad.
Please be seated. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around me and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die. People do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. This week, we celebrate the yahrzeits of Helen Unsponge, Alma Beach, Wayne Coker, Carrie M. DeGoo, Bess Felton, Shirley Getlin, Dora Huss, Herb Harkup, Mildred Jacobs, Benny Jacoby, Albert Caher, Marlene Kiner, Lewis Klein, Joseph Laffin, Anna Silverrunner, Edward Shapiro, Herbert Tossman, Donnie Testa, Herbert Randolph, and Marilyn Wyman. We are in the first 11 months of mourning for Sandy Fay, Stephen Eckmer, Ellen Marcia Katz, Cindy Schneider, Melvin Kiner, Francis Rafe, Sandra Switzer, Mary Thurvard, Erica Gladstone, James Corley, David Rethman, Judith Siegel, Norman Spitzer, Joanne Hankins, Helene Holtzman, Barbara Werman-Piesek, Mark Norman, Edith Manager, Jerry Livingston, Bob Kershaw, Alan Eisen, Patty Savage, Philip Meal, Rodney Scott Cohen, and Kitty Cohen. If there are other names of individuals that you're holding in your heart at this time, please share them aloud with us as my eyes meet yours. Then I invite you to rise together on page 294 as we offer Kaddish Yatom. Yet Gadol v'yet Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'yamad yivrach yoteh v'amlich mahuteh v'chayachon v'yamachon v'chayeduhu beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'omer maya Yitbarak v'Shabbat v'Yitba'av v'Amam v'Naseh v'Hadar v'Aleh v'Halal Shmei D'Kudshah B'rehu Le'elah min kol pirata v'shirata Tushvachata v'nechamata Da'miran v'Amah v'Imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'Elchol Yisrael v'Imru Amen. Oseh Shalom v'Mamam Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu v'Elchol Yisrael, v'Elchol Yishvei Tevel, v'Imru, Amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved. And together we say, Amen. Please be seated. At this time, it is my honor to invite TKE President Sandy Davis up front for some words of announcements. Sandy?
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
On Wednesday, August 7th, spend some time with Rabbi Foster at Peach State Pizza at the Avenue East Cobb. He'll be there from 5:30 to 7, and a portion of all food purchase until 8:30 will go back to TKE. So this is a spirit night. I expect to see all of you there. Hang with the rabbi, eat pizza, raise some money for TKE. Sounds great to me.
I will endorse the pizza. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. We can't believe the summer's almost over, and kids are heading back to school next week. Join us to celebrate the end of summer at our annual end of summer cookout on Sunday, August 11th. If you know someone who isn't yet part of the TKE family, who you think would enjoy our vibrant and caring community, please invite them to come with you to learn all about TKE. Details are at kolemeth.net and in the Tekiah. We hope to make this our biggest cookout yet. On Sunday, August 18th at 5 p.m., a memorial service for Leo Frank, led by Rabbis Foster and Lebo, will be held at TKE. There'll be many special guests, and we hope you'll join us as well. Check the Tekiah every Tuesday for more details about everything going on at TKE. Please join us after services for our Oneg, which is sponsored by the Twirlers. We miss them. Where are they? Come back. If you'd like to honor a life cycle event by sponsoring a future oneg, please speak to a member of the board or staff. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Sandy. And we prepare to conclude our service with Kiddush and Motzi. I'm a rabbi, I'm an educator, I have to take the moment. Does anyone know why we cover the challah? Yeah. This is one of the things that I love about Judaism. Technically, in the order of operations, we shouldn't say the blessing for the challah first. But we don't. On Shabbat, we say Kiddush first. And so we cover the challah, so our blind nose and earmuffs, so that we don't hurt the challah's feelings. And if we care that much for a loaf of bread, how much more do we care for every living thing around us? So, together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
And now I would invite anyone who is young in age or young at heart to come join me for some challah. All right.
There we go.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said.
Baruch
atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Matevon, please bring your scenery out in the cart. We will see you in the social hall. Shabbat Shalom.